And we're back, T Cat.
Back again for the first time, as
Back
Ludacris
in
says.
action. That's what he says. Big dog. That's what Big Dog says. You see there.
So,
Everybody's
glad to
got the
be here.
allergies going on.
I'm fighting the crud. It seems like every time we get on here, one of us is sick or something. Somebody in our household's sick, something like that. So,
They
uh,
think we're just on permanent pandemic doing these COVID.
yeah,
We're just doing COVID Zooms.
yep, that's all we do. We get in it, but it is what it is. I was supposed to be in Oklahoma City this week, but
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I didn't go because I had to. I
Tend
was
to your
laid up in
health.
bed. I was laid up in bed with what the doctor thought was strep throat, which came out negative on the test. They thought it was COVID. That came out negative. She sent me for x-rays of my lungs because she thought I had the walking pneumonia. That
Yeah.
came out negative. And she was like, well, I think you just have a viral infection. So
We
they
know
gave me
what's.
they gave me
Sorry, go ahead.
steroids, and now I feel like I got a lot of energy. But
Ain't it wild how like they tell you like walking pneumonia is like the worst kind of pneumonia, but like you feel because you feel like you can get up,
yeah.
move around, but everything's still wrecking your body.
Hmm.
So like that's the worst kind. Well, I'm
But
glad you're on the mend though.
it gives me time to watch this movie. We can find out what the wheels got in
So
store
I
for
was
us.
just about to say, whenever you're just chilling, it's always a good time to watch the movies. So let's see what it's
All right,
got
let's
today.
Major League. Man,
Major League.
this is a classic. I remember watching this as a kid. This movie came out in 1989.
I was one
So
years young when this movie come out.
nice.
Nice. How old were
Which
you in '89? About six,
7. I
seven.
was 7. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
So
But it still holds up.
it is. It's a good
It's a
movie. So
great movie, man.
well, why don't we watch it? Come back and see what happened.
Sounds good.
Yo, it's Josh and T-Cat. Best believe that. Reeling in the truth. Stacking on the film snack. Popcorn popping. Critics keep talking. On this podcast, ain't no time for stalking. Real fine by me, we keeping it free. Josh and T-Cat, the hosts you wanna see. Movie reviews, jokes that ain't new. Keep it locked in, cause we know what to do. Lights, camera, action, movie main attraction. Critics we ain't, but we got that passion. Breaking down the scenes, funny like memes. Josh and T-Cat, man, living the dream.
All right.
And we're
An hour,
back.
an hour and 47 minutes.
That went
You
by
know,
quick. That was a fast
they
hour
did,
and 47 minutes.
yeah, it went by a lot quicker than you think. So looks like the budget for this movie in 1989 was 11 million. That's a big budget for a
That's
movie
a
at that
big
time.
budget in '89.
Yeah, but it made 49 million at the box office, so it was a huge hit, which would be the reason why they made two more after this.
I saw conflicting reports, and I saw some reports that it was around 65 to 75 million at the box office. So 50 is probably more accurate,
Yeah.
you know.
Either
Yeah.
way, it's still a big win,
Especially for a sports movie.
for sure.
They kind of get put in the same category a lot of times as like a comedy or a horror, because it's like a category.
When you look at the stars in this movie, you got Tom Berenger, Charlie Sheen, Wesley Snipes, Rene Russo, Bob Uecker.
I'm
Uh,
talking all-star cast.
the relatively unknown Charlie Sheen and Wesley Snipes in this movie at this point, they weren't even top bill. I think if you put this cast together in a movie today, they would be on top of the list, right? Those would be the people
Yeah.
they
Who
would
was
be.
probably top of the bill? Probably Tom Berenger,
Tom Berenger, yeah.
and then Rene Russo probably following close.
So apparently Wesley Snipes could not play baseball, and they had to hide that in this movie.
That's
Uh,
so shocking to me, dude. No, I won't say why that's shocking to me, but
yeah,
I think y'all can put it together.
yeah. Um, Bob
Golly, he
U.
can't play baseball.
They hired Bob Uecker before they even knew that he was an announcer for baseball.
That's
Uh,
hilarious.
they hired him because he was on Mr. Belvedere,
Yeah.
and they liked him, and then they found out that he did what.
The Brewers, like he was a
Yeah,
big in the
yeah.
organization. The Brewers, man, he's like the gospel up there in Milwaukee.
So uh, this whole movie is kind of based off something that really happened with the Minnesota Twins. They were bought out and they were trying to tank them. This kind of someone buys a team and tries to tank the team. It's kind of become a recurring storyline that people use. So much so that I think the first season of Ted Lasso is very reminiscent of this movie. So
I've
uh,
never watched that show, but
it's a great
I
show.
need to. Also, the 1990s movie Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
The Cubs were
yeah,
struggling. And they brought on a 12-year-old
yeah.
kid to help their team. So yeah,
So or Little Big League, is that what it was called? The
yeah.
other
Did I
kid
forget
movie,
about that one? That's a great movie.
uh,
That's like every kid's dream. Like I hope somebody gives me a baseball team.
a baseball team.
And
So
man,
um,
yeah, I remember watching
iconic
that.
iconic lines from this movie. Just a bit outside. I think it's everybody.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah.
Bob Uecker always drinking Jack
That
Daniels while he's up there doing commentating.
so that was an improvised line. Pretty nice.
Yeah,
Uh, Charlie Sheen said he took steroids for this role
that's
in an
hilarious.
interview.
That sounds about
So
right. He has a new interview out, documentary out on Netflix dropped.
just came out today. I seen
Yeah.
that. So
Speaking of Major League, I thought that was pretty wild timing.
yeah, good timing. So
Yeah.
um,
What a
before
coincidence.
before we dive too deep into this movie, we're gonna throw it out there to our sponsors, W Energy. Whoa, wait, before we get into these themes, we got to pause real quick. Quick shout out to our sponsors, W Energy Drinks. If you want to throw fastballs like Vaughn, dodge drama like the Indians, and just to survive the chaos of everyday life, W's got your back. With flavors like Pine Berry Splash, Push and Punch, and Watermelonade, you'll stay energized for all your wild plays. Go to W.GG and use code FINDBYME for 10% off. So,
W.GG. Get in there. Wild thing.
Wild Thing, Rick Vaughn, played by Charlie Sheen. I think it's wild. You look at Charlie Sheen in this. They act like he was in Juvenile, so he would have been
Right.
a young guy,
A
but
young dude.
he clearly looks 30 in this movie.
Yeah, at least 25.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which he looks really young from what we know now. Know him as of now, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
It's all that tiger's blood.
yeah, Tiger's
Tiger's
Tom
blood,
Bar-
man.
Tom Berenger played Jake Taylor, Corbin Burnson, Roger Dorn, James Gammon, Lou Brown. You got Charlie Sheen as Wild Thing, Wesley Snipes as what's his Willie Mays
Willie Mays
Hayes.
Hayes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Willie Mays Hayes.
and a huge supporting cast for this movie. It really was. Um, they're the underdogs trying to beat the
The
oppressors.
Yankees.
Yeah. Always the Yankees wearing my
Always
Yankees
the
hat
evil
today.
empire, dude. I'm telling you, I've been
Every
fighting them my
movie.
whole life too.
Every movie, they're
Look at that
the
sign
bad
behind
guys.
you too.
Yeah.
I tell
There's
you
not
what.
um, there's not many movies where the Yankees are the good guys unless it's like Babe Ruth or something like that, right?
I remember whenever we first started hanging out, I was so excited because like you love baseball and I love baseball. So I was like,
Yeah.
yes, man. And then you said you were a Yankees fan. I was like, oh, I was like, well, that'll be fun. But that's all good. It's all good. They're a very worthy adversary, and they are. But it's really hard to not think about baseball and think about the Yankees.
Yeah,
That's
for
the
sure.
truth. That's the truth.
So other themes that this movie's working on: ego versus teamwork. Right? We got
Right.
Dorn, who thinks he's
Dorn.
the star player.
I
but
loved Roger Dorn's character. Man,
I think they flush the characters out better in Major League 2 than they do in the first one.
Yeah,
I think
think
this
you're right.
might be one of those rare occasions where the sequel might be better than the first movie.
It's definitely up there with it. They could be a tandem. You could definitely watch them back to back and not get bored or think,
For
oh,
sure.
one's better than the other because they are a good complement to each other.
I think I ended up liking the second one better because I was a little bit older, a little bit more mature when the
Yeah,
second one came
you
out,
could
and I kind of
understand
understand it. But that was just me.
The third one, Major League Back to the Minors, is more my wheelhouse. It come out like
Yeah.
2000, 2001.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one too
Oh,
much.
man,
So,
it's so funny. Walton Goggins plays the ego guy in that one.
so
Anyway, back to
Josh,
the first one.
yeah, tell me what you thought about the first one.
So I like the whole them pitting. Was it Rachel Phelps, the owner of the team?
Yeah.
Is it Rachel or Rebecca? Rachel. I think.
Rachel.
But she's an old Vegas showgirl or something, and she married an old dude, I guess, and he
Yeah,
died. And
right,
there's a I see. I struggled with this when I was young watching this movie because I was like, why would she want to get rid of this baseball team? But, she's realized like she doesn't want no part of running this baseball team. It's like uh, I guess like draining cash and all this stuff, and she just thinks all these dudes are, for lack of better words, retarded. Like she don't want no
right,
part of it. So she plays a really good bad guy in this movie of somebody that you wouldn't think would be an antagonist. And
right.
I think that they do a really good job of making her out like that person. So to spin off that, to piggyback off that, when her and the coach kind of go back and forth, and he brings in that like big cutout of her, and
Yes,
he's like, every
yes.
time you win a game, we're gonna take an article of, like it's like a Velcro like whole dress or
You're right.
showgirl outfit. So
They had to
that
win
part's funny,
32
man.
games.
Yeah, that always stuck out to me. And then my brother, he played baseball. We, of course, we both did, but he was a like a really good pitcher, and he had some games where he had his stuff and some games where he didn't. So they started calling him Wild Thing after him because he would hit like two people every game sometimes. Like, yeah, and just so this movie has a lot of nostalgia for me. For one, I love baseball. For one, you can always put it on if it's a good like if it's Thanksgiving or it's Christmas time and you got people at the house,
Yeah.
you can just put it on. It's nothing that's going to be like um, tacky or anything like that. So and then everybody loves an underdog story.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's
I
just that's kind of like loosely where I could definitely go into more detail, but I don't. I just always recognize, like I guess that was probably the 8, 10-year-old, 12-year-old boy in me that liked that cutout of her.
for sure.
Even now, it still holds up at 36.
I think it's great that they use a lot of techniques we talked earlier about Wesley Snipes couldn't even play baseball. They had to use slow motion to make sure it looked like he could run fast, and they moved the uh the pitcher mound in about 15 feet so that when Charlie Sheen threw the ball, it looked like it was going a lot faster, which
That's so funny.
apparently he had out of high school had offers to go to college and play baseball.
I
So
could
he
see that.
was fairly
Athletic.
athletic, right? Um, so
I think they're like big like Reds fans, like him and
yeah,
Emilio and them. So like I think he does kind of have like a baseball background.
yeah, and they do a lot of sports movies, right? So
Yeah,
his
for
his
sure.
brother,
Yeah,
him and his brother
yeah.
both. So I've never
Emilio.
I've never been a big Charlie Sheen fan as far as his acting goes. Um, this is probably my favorite movie of his. I do remember as a child really liking the Hot Shot movies. I don't know if you like those or not. Uh,
Oh, yeah, they're on
for
Netflix
so
right now.
yeah, for some reason I really like those. Those do not hold up. I did go back and try to watch those the other day, and I was
I
like, I
tried to
can't
watch
believe,
one the other day.
yeah, I could not
Whenever he
get through.
torpedoes into the ground head first
Yeah,
and sticks in the ground like a
yeah,
dart, I'm like, okay, I'm changing this. My favorite Charlie Sheen movie is Money Talks
yeah, that's
with
a good
Chris
one.
Tucker.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So when I think of Charlie Sheen, this is the first movie I think of, right?
yeah.
It's Major League. So I think this was probably his breakout role before he became, Two and a Half Men, Charlie
Before he
Sheen, and
became
everything.
the enigma
So
of what is Charlie Sheen.
yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll have to get into that documentary and talk about that maybe at some point in time. But
Yeah,
uh,
definitely. Very interesting stuff.
we got
What do you
Tom
think about it?
Berenger. I love this movie. Like I said, it reminds me of my early childhood. So because I was 7 when this came out, so I probably theoretically remember going with my parents to the local movie rental place and getting a
Yeah.
pizza from Pizza Hut and coming home and watching this movie and not understanding half the jokes but thinking that they were funny anyway.
Oh, you were just happy to
Um,
watch a baseball movie?
yeah, it was Friday night and we had popcorn and stuffed crust pizza. I probably had my personal pan I got from the Book It Club and we watched this movie.
Yeah, dude,
Uh,
I think that that's like streaming has really, really, really like ruined the anticipation
yeah.
and the like enjoyment of like little things like that. Like just the
Hmm.
go into the store, putting your hand on it, looking
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
It
I
just
agree.
kind of could get everybody involved. Now you just push a button and here it is.
And there it is. Yeah,
Yeah. It
this
just
was
doesn't take any
pretty.
creativity.
Yeah, and the build-up's not there anymore, right?
No, it's not because you like, well, I mean, now you can rent movies at home that are in theaters for $20.
Mhm.
I mean, so it's like, I don't know. I just think that that's why I enjoy doing this movie review
Yeah.
podcast is because it actually, you don't never know what you're going to get with that wheel. So like, it's all movies, of course, that we compile. And if, the listeners would like to add some, we're always open ears. So it's just kind of fun every time to like not know what you're going to watch because there's always I'll get on Netflix or Prime or HBO Max and I'll scroll for 30 minutes
Hmm.
before I'm like, oh, what do I want to watch? When used to it
Yeah.
was like, hey, I got two movies to pick from. I'm going to
Yeah.
watch
Which
this one
one?
first and this one after.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
And yeah, I agree. It harkens back for me to another time too. I do definitely like the sports aspects of it.
Mm.
I'm a big sports guy, so that kind of draws for me. I think they did a real well shooting this. Apparently, they shot it in 1988, which was considered the hottest summer for. They were shooting in Minnesota, or
Minnesota.
no, yeah, no, they were shooting in Milwaukee,
Okay.
and it was one of the hottest summers on record for Milwaukee. So
That's because I was in the oven, baby. That's because I was about ready to pop out.
so you can see it in the last scene of this movie. Everybody in the crowd's wearing short sleeve shirts and shorts, while the players got long sleeves
It's
on,
supposed to
acting
be
like it's October.
postseason
Yeah,
baseball.
supposed
Yeah,
to be
late
October,
October, freezing.
So, but uh,
I didn't even notice that. I've watched that
yeah.
movie so many times. I've never noticed that. That's true. That they are wearing like what we're wearing right now
Did
in
you
the
ever
end of
bet?
October.
Did you ever beg your parents to get the Wild Thing haircut with the
I
shaved and
never
the?
did, but I might get it now. I might
There
get
you
it
go.
now.
You got
I need a
adult money.
haircut.
You might as well.
I can do it myself. I got my own Manscaped beard trimmers.
You could
Shout
tape
out.
up your glasses and
Oh
shave your
yeah, dude.
diamonds in your
I
back.
could definitely do. I might be in for Halloween.
That would be great.
That'd be pretty
That would
sick.
be great.
Get the sleeveless
So
shirt, cut me out of the shirt, or get me a penal California Penal League.
you could do it for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
So I really don't have much more. It's an 80s movie, so some of the humor is not quite
I think it still holds up pretty good
it
because
does
of
hold
how it's
up.
written. Because it's
It
kind
wouldn't
of, I guess,
it's not
like
as politically
crass.
correct it's not as politically correct as it would have been if it was made today.
Yeah,
Obviously, there's some stabs at different religions in there and things like
Serrano
that. The
cracks me up,
Serranos,
dude. I
yeah.
love Serrano's character.
The
That guy, dude, he's in a lot of like supporting roles in other
Mhm.
movies. Like that I like going back and watching it again, I'm like, dude, I've seen that guy like in so many action movies from the
Yeah,
90s. Like he's just like in there. I can't think of his name.
yeah. He's also is he not the guy that does the insurance commercials now for Allstate?
Yes, that is that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I didn't even think about that. He has like the deepest voice ever. What is his
Right.
name? Hold on. I'm gonna pull his name up just because. So Serrano is played by I can't find that right now, so we won't go to it, but that's fine. But yeah, he's a little bit everywhere. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, for sure.
so, but anyway, I always forget about him.
Well, as we always do, I like to look up a few reviews from outside of our group. This was actually hard to find bad ones for, but I did. So we'll start with a good one though.
Fixing to say,
Lori here says, "Don't tell my husband, but Corbin Burnson makes me a little misty in the nether regions. So
"Geez, dude."
sometimes we'll be sitting at the dinner table, me and my husband, and he'll tell me all about his day at work, just filling me in about all these forms and emails and phone calls. But before you know it, I'm off in La La Land thinking about how different life would be if I was Mrs. Corbin Benson.
Holy.
Burnson, sorry. We'd quote Garth Brooks songs to each other, and I'd never refer to my precious moments collectible figurines as little trinkets, but these are just little chuckles I had to myself, just silly little thoughts. 5 stars. I don't know what that has to do with the movie, uh,
I think
but
she just likes Corbin Bernstein.
I think Corbin Burnson might look into a restraining order, being that she wrote this a year ago on a movie
Y'all, a
that was
year ago.
made in 1989.
That's crazy.
But five
Serrano's
stars.
name is Dennis Haysbert.
Then, all
I
right.
didn't want to throw shade on him. But so yeah, Dorn might need to look into something on that.
Yeah, for sure. Now on the other side of the spectrum, and I had a real
Last
hard
year.
time. Yeah, I
That's
had a real hard
crazy.
time finding a 1-star review. So the lowest I found was a 3.
Really?
Yeah, 3 out of 10 here. So, and off of IMDb, weirdly angry baseball movie. It says, what kind of movie that appeals to passive aggressive and potential irate people who want to think others are as vindictive as them? And for genuinely vindicating people, of course, I think pointless antagonism is comedy. 3 out of 10.
That just sounds like a bunch of word vomit.
Yeah, it was word vomit. That's why
Well,
I,
they
I
just
picked
played
it up.
Scrabble in the comment section.
Yeah, they put all these words together for no reason because I don't know any it really wasn't too much passive aggressive or irate people in this thing.
I guess I just don't go look. I wasn't looking. I just think you played sports. You hang
Yeah,
out with dudes. I mean, if you had to sit and tally up every time there was a passive aggressive, smart alecky, or whatever comment, dude, you
yeah.
couldn't be friends with nobody.
That's how guys show affection.
That's how guys show love is we
Yeah,
rag on each other. Like that's
for
what you
sure.
do. And then when it comes to a point where you hurt their feelings, you give them a hug. You're like, I'm sorry, man. I went too far. Then you
Yeah,
go back and you start ragging on them again for crying, for getting upset.
yeah. Then you get
What's
to
that?
there's a
Yeah.
whole nother thing you get to rag
Then you
on.
can then you can hold it over their head for 5 years. Like, hey, remember that time that I was busting your balls? Yeah.
you cry because I said something about your mom.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, that's how dudes show love. So that's just I bet that was a chick that wrote that.
Guarantee it.
A
Yeah,
hundred percent.
we went from being moisty in our nether regions to being mad that other people were mad.
That first person had the right idea. She's watching a baseball movie for the right reasons.
That's
You
right.
know, look at them dudes in them tight pants. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
well, Josh, did you get moisty in the nether regions?
I
Tell me
stay that
what you
way.
got today.
I stay that way. This made it a whole daggum deluge down there. So I'm going to
Ooh,
say 3.9 for me. It's almost up in that. You don't get many over that 4.0 range. So 3.9 is a really, 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 really good score.
that is a high score. High praise from
I
Josh.
love
Me,
this movie.
3.9 is
3.9 hits
mostly
all
fine
the
by me.
markers. Hits all the markers for me for a good movie. I can watch it over and over and over again. I can watch the 1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3, just one, any of them. It doesn't matter. They're all good.
I'm, we're never really far off, and on this one, we're still not far off. I was at a 3.5,
It's pretty
mostly
close.
fine by me as well.
You're right there at the
Um,
bottom of the mostly fine by me, right?
yeah,
Or
yes,
about middle.
middle. It's right in the middle,
Yeah.
and it's just a nostalgia feel. I could sit down there with my wife and we quote this movie as we're watching it. We can the kids watch it. They're having fun. It bring like we talked about before. It brings me back to when I was little and was getting pizza and going to the movie store and all those memories come flooding back in. The jokes still hit. It's still a good movie. It's produced really well. The
Oh yeah.
the sequels are great. It's something you could throw on a rainy day or when you're sick like I've been, something to make you feel better. You know what to expect, and you're glad when you get what you expect on this one. Sometimes in movies, you know what you're going to get and you figure it out, but um, that's not great. This one, you know what you're going to get by the end of it, and you're
Yeah.
so happy you get there when you do. So, um,
It's got a
yeah,
great climax.
it does for sure. And Lori, our 5-star reviewer, apparently
She's probably
felt
had a
that.
couple climaxes watching
Yeah,
this movie as
probably felt that
well.
real well. So,
So
um,
3.9 and a 3.5 for Major League.
Major League.
And then
So,
TCAT has some big news coming up.
yeah, so we are entering into what I like to call spooky season. So, give me just a
Leaves
second.
returning.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't mess you up, did I?
no, you're fine.
There we are.
So
I
for the
definitely messed up his
next,
reveal. He was about to do a reveal, and I blew it.
no, you're fine. So for the next couple of weeks, next couple of shows through Halloween, we're going to do spooky season scary movies. So
We've
uh,
compiled a wheel, haven't we? Or are compiling a wheel?
we've started to compile a wheel of scary movies. If you want to, down in the comments, leave what kind of horror
Scary
movies or
suspense,
suspense movies you'd
thrillers.
like for us to put on the wheel for the next couple weeks, and we'll start doing those until Halloween, and
Yeah,
then we'll probably move into the Christmas Thanksgiving season with some more
I'm down with
special
that.
movies.
I hope we get
Um,
planes, trains, and automobiles for that one.
hey,
Man,
there you go.
what a hitter.
Um, but yeah, starting with the next show, we'll be doing horror movies only. So we're
Spooky
really excited that
season.
I've got some good ones that I really like, and we'd love to hear what y'all would like to see too. So
And thank y'all for watching, listening, and like, comment, share. Hit the, I guess, our mother podcast,
yeah,
Fine by
fine
Me.
by me.
New episodes every week
Yeah.
on Thursday, everywhere you get podcasts.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Peace.
Adios.